our students who were taken to Iran through the office of NRM Chairperson Chambogo. Right, Honorable Speaker. Yes, Right, Honorable Speaker, on 10th of October, the office of the National Chairman, NRM Chambogo, wrote an advert requesting all Ugandans who want to go to Iran for a scholarship in various courses, and people responded. First and foremost, Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, the students who responded were conned $800 per student to go to Iran. Over 200 students applied to go, and they paid $800. Right, Honorable Speaker, over 100 students were taken to Iran.
Can we have order in the House? Please,
yes.
Order.
Over 100 students were taken to Iran under the disguise that they are going to get scholarship and they will be catered everything. But Right Honorable Speaker, as we talk, when they reached there, some they found that actually the courses they were told they are not there. Right Honorable Speaker, as we speak, some people, some ladies are selling their bodies on the streets of Iran because they have nothing to do. So, Right Honorable Speaker, this matter is very important and it needs your urgent attention, and I wish to lay on table, yes, I wish to lay on table a letter from the office of National Chairman of NRM, Chambogo, calling off some students to apply as they went to Iran. Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay. Right Honorable Speaker, I wish even to lay an introductory letter that was given to students to go to Iran, to a university which is called Ablu Hajar. I don't know Arabic, the rest we can read, Right Honorable Speaker. So my prayer, Right Honorable Speaker.
The letter is from who? And
the letter is from the office of, it is Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and it was written by Hadijah Namyalo from the office of National Chairman.
From Minister of Foreign Affairs?
No. The letter was submitted to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and they received. So
prayer?
My prayer is, Right Honorable Speaker, we need the Minister of Foreign Affairs immediately to come and tell us the status and the plight of our children who are in Iran. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
He is seated right behind you, Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs. You can immediately address
the honorable members for the statement he has just made. He has touched on something I still find a little bit very difficult to believe. Prostitution in Iran. But that not being, I will, after this session, go back to office, track down all this communication, and in the course, hopefully by tomorrow, I can be able to make a substantive statement on the status of those students in Iran.
Thank you. Honorable Bwana Kasim
Red Kim, he was taken to Iran by the same office to study veterinary medicine. They reached in Iran and they got stranded. We have just evacuated him because he was stranded. He didn't even have transport back. This is a serious matter that must be investigated. Right, Honorable.
Honorable, since it's your relative and you have clear details, can we have on record the names?
My relative is Paul Sentongo. He is a resident of Chira, in Chira municipality.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, if you need more details, you can.
Right Honorable Speaker, I'm surprised that today the Minister of Foreign Affairs
is present in the House.
Just give the information.
Okay? Right, Honorable Speaker and members, our diplomatic representation with Iran is also still lacking. A while ago, the substantive ambassador passed away. And to date, the Minister of Foreign Affairs hasn't sent in a replacement, meaning that Ugandan nationals who are there, and by whatever challenge they are undergoing or facing, no one is there to address it diplomatically. Equally, the Minister of Foreign Affairs has only appeared today. Now, this is a serious crisis in terms of diplomatic representation. The minister should stand and tell us who is the substantive ambassador of Uganda to Iran. And without an answer, let him commit that the minister will follow up and ensure that we normalize our diplomatic representation so that our nationals can be assisted. I beg to submit.
Honourable Minister, do you want to?
Shadow Minister of Foreign Affairs, it is true our substantive ambassador in Iran passed on. That is not the only station where we have that unique situation. We do have a similar situation in Kenya and one or two other stations. But what I can assure you is that this is a matter that we are discussing with the chief diplomat, who is none other than His Excellency, and we will be able to address it very soon indeed.
Thank you. Honorable Mr. Josephat, these shots, how they came up to be known as African is under Mandela, presidential and, yes, yes, I know. Honorable Segona, would you, yes. Let's have one of our senior colleagues here.
I want to thank you, Mr. Speaker. Clearly, interpretation of the rules and application of the rules is entirely your prerogative. My only issue is that when you're interpreting those rules, is that you fully address your mind to the rules and to the reason behind the requirement for proper dressing. This thing called African dress has been abused. There are those, in Africa, there are those cultures where people walk in with mini dresses, or even sometimes like this, almost naked. If you are not clear, Mr. Speaker, people will come here naked. That one has never been African dress. In the rules, we do not have Mandela dress. We only have African dress. And the African dress is a traditional dress. Unless and until you advise me on where that dress comes from in Africa as an African traditional dress, Mr. Speaker, it will remain what you have called the gray area, and there is no gray in the rules. The rules say if you're a man, you either put on a suit or an African dress. So which African dress is that?
Honorable colleagues, I think let's put it this way, okay? I had even called the chairman and committee on rules. Because you see, sometimes when we are also interpreting these rules, the rules are made it fit in society, not society fit in rules. I have made very strong sentiments. Honorable members, you yourselves coming to me and saying, why are you being so hard? Why are you this? We celebrate Africa with these shirts and all that, but now I can see the consensus. So I would like to give our member the last chance. That yes, please, members, the last chance that these shirts are no longer here, are no longer allowed here, but I'm also going to talk to the chairman, committee on rules, so that we become very, very, very clear on some of this, okay?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for your... Mr. Speaker, I was continuing that when I went to the ministry and I was advised to carry on another survey...
Colleagues, let's listen to your colleague. The issue is raising concerns all of us.
I undertook another survey at my own cost of 6 million shillings. And I would wish, Mr. Speaker, to lay on table that a report was produced. Mr. Speaker, recently, the title of the report,
please.
This is a proposed power line for Ugandan South constituency, Kakumiro district.
You're always attending the House. I told you to stop responding to voices which are not on record.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. On 2nd July 2024, this House was called back from recess to reconsider their preparation bill so that the areas which had been put out could be brought on board. Among the areas that were brought back on board was the extension of power to some areas including Ugandan South. Mr. Speaker, I wish to lay on table the area which the Minister of Finance read on this floor, which says Northwest Service Territory for, among others, Ugandan South and Kakumiro district. Mr. Speaker, I went back to the Ministry of Energy, and to my surprise, on the 16th of July, just recently, the PS, Minister of Energy, wrote to the Kakumiro district detailing Tetra Technical Services to undertake extension of power in the district, including Ugandan South. Mr. Speaker, the copy of the letter, which was copied to me as a Member of Parliament, is here with me, which I wish to lay. Mr. Speaker, to my dismay, I discovered that all the areas that are going to be done in Kakumiro district, there is no single village in my constituency, Mr. Speaker. I went back to the ministry. They said, Honourable Member, don't mind, we shall consider you under the scale-up program. But in our saying, in our local saying, that once you are bitten by a snake, you have reason of fearing even a lizard. I asked the team to avail me a copy of the scale-up program. To my dismay, Mr. Speaker, of all the 48 load centers in Kakumiro district, not a single load center is in my constituency. I have a question to the Minister of Energy. Who has the powers in this country to vary anything in the budget that was passed on this floor of Parliament?
Thank you.
Not even the President, because he even referred back the thing to this House to consider. Mr. Speaker, sir, lastly, this is my prayer. This is my prayer, Mr. Speaker, that the contract that has been awarded to Technical Services to undertake extension of power in the district of Kakumiro should consider Ugandan South as a matter of urgency.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable.